I think 2026 is going to be the year of agents. And my favorite terminal browser, which is Warp, just released Oz. Oz is an agent orchestration framework in which you can create online agents in the cloud that can do things asynchronously. They can do things, well, mostly asynchronously. They can do things on a cron job as well. And when we talk about OpenClaw and things like that, which are basically on these cron jobs, it starts to open up this world where you don't need to create AI agents anymore, because a lot of these tools are going to have it built in. Now, this is the new Warp, which I think is overly simple. I don't know whether anyone remembers or whatever, but there was a few more UI elements down here. What I'm going to try and do next week, if you bear with me, is I'm going to try and start creating some agents and having them work together.
I was thinking, like, as I've been building with agents, and I'm not doing any tutorials, I'm not like learning from like very little. Like one of the videos I watched was from your channel. I haven't been doing a lot of tutorials. Mostly I've been just talking to the models, and it's probably bad because it's the best if I would be learning from people like you. But I noticed that I noticed this need that I wanted to create like a task list and apply multiple agents, like assign multiple agents to it and say, tackle this, but talk to each other. Like each one puts their name in front of the task, so the other agent knows who's working on what. And I guess this is kind of that, but all set up for you.
Yeah, exactly, right? Oz, the orchestration platform for cloud agents. Oz is the orchestration platform cloud agents that powers all of Warp's intelligent features. Oz is designed to coordinate agents at scale, understand your code bases, executing tasks autonomously, and adapting to your workflows. Oz is multimodal by design, which is quite interesting, because I think something people want is this ability to be able to dynamically choose between different models depending on the task at hand. If it's coding, go and use Anthropic. If it's helping you out with your car wash, go use ChatGPT in thinking mode. You know, it's this idea of being able to orchestrate the right agent, the right time with the right models. So you can run local agents, and that's what I always do. You just type agent there and you can just write the request. It used to be that it auto detects. It still kind of does, but they've changed that a little bit. Oz cloud agents run in the background on Warp's infrastructure. So they actually run in a Docker image up in the cloud. Once you just type cloud agent, hit enter, and we can start to fill some of this in. So 0x505 website, the repo here, let's choose the repo, Docker image, we'll just click suggest. That's probably going to be node, web dev base, and the setup command is going to be button install. And now I've created that environment, I can schedule my cron job weekly accessibility check at 10 a.m. on the first day of the week, give it my environment ID, and I can give it a prompt. So check accessibility standards and make sure we are conforming. Now every week this will run and just make sure we're accessible. Do you use N8N?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have used it.
React to Slack events, linear, GitHub, custom webhooks.
Oh, interesting.
Schedules, recurring tasks like dependencies or dead code removal. Now, they're definitely gearing towards code stuff here. And I don't want you thinking that just because they're doing this, I think these are just easy examples. But as an example, because this is, you've got a machine, you've got a computer. And for those more visual people, when you see a terminal, it's hard to think that this is the computer. You can do everything on your computer from this terminal that you can do with a UI, a GUI, right? Everything's the same. If anything, your apps, your browser here, when you press a button, it's triggering a command in the terminal. That's a really basic, simplistic way of talking about this, but it's just to emphasize the power and importance of the terminal. You mentioned about NVM and Webflow being slightly different than MVM, right? MVM is just an application, node version manager. Go help here. it's just an application that doesn't have a UI to it. I have an N8N thing that takes our podcast, this podcast, when it goes live, I add in all the timestamps. I have an N8N function that I trigger to go and do that. That is, to be honest, that's great for like, you know, offline work or you know, if I'm in remote or something like that. But if I'm at a computer, if I'm whatever, I should be able to just trigger that with Claude Code. So I built a skill to be able to do that and whatever.
Interesting.
Saying that, I could have a schedule run. Again, I've got Claude Code installed on that remote machine because you can create your box and create your installation exactly as you want it. Or just you know, maybe not use Claude Code. Maybe I'll just use simple things because I'm assuming Warp's infrastructure allows me to use MCPs that are installed on that infrastructure as if I was in Warp to basically run that task. You know, go get the timestamps, create the LinkedIn posts that I put out on LinkedIn based on these discussions. All that to be said, I love Warp. This is not necessarily about Warp. I'm really going to dig. I'm going to start here. This is where I'm going to start with agents and orchestration of agents. I think that's really where I'm getting at here. This is, people are just catching up, right, to coding with AI. Theo, we spoke about earlier, he's only really just getting into coding with AI. I'm thankful that I've been doing this for nearly a year now, and I'm already seeing that the next thing you guys want to start looking into is multi-agent orchestration. While everyone else is catching up with just single agent, or maybe not single agent, but maybe multiple agents, but no orchestration between the two. Orchestration between the agents is, I think, where the next big learnings needs to happen. So drop anything you're learning about one agent. Well, maybe you need that as a backbone. Maybe you need that as a foundational learning. But this is where you're going to need to put your effort in. That's my prediction of 2026, guys. So heed my warning. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start seeing how I can create some agents with a pre-existing platform. And then I want to start producing some tutorials on actually building the agents and building my own agents that orchestrate between each other. Because it's all well and good using someone else's infrastructure. How do I build my own agent that does things the way that I want it? Who knows? Anyway, maybe I'll leave links to Warp and everything down below so you can get started on it. It's amazing how this is just, I think I get 1,000 credits. I think you get 1,000 credits for like your remote agent for a limited time. So yeah, that's it. That's Oz.
Yeah,
that's Cloud Agents. This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.